Hi, my name is Patricia Potts, and I'm the author of the book, My Journey from Darkness to Light. Today we're going to be talking about how to help and understand our loved ones who are going through depression. Having been a survivor of depression, bipolar illness, majorly, at least 3 times, I know what it's like to be on the side of depression. I also have had other experiences working with those who are going through depression. And so today I really feel for those who are caretakers, who are the support people who help those who are going through depression. A while ago, my husband and I were doing some presentations so that people could see both sides of the story. When I was going through my severe depressions, he was dealing with some feelings himself. He was feeling frustrated, he was feeling angry, he was feeling guilt about what was happening. And some of my depressions lasted 3 months. 3 months of having to have other people come in and take care of our children and our home, and 3 months of a lot of frustration. I'd like to share with you this analogy. I call it one hand for the helm. It's the story of someone who's on a ship. And when the ship when there's a big storm, they will fall off of this ship. No matter how much they want to help somebody else on the ship, they'll fall off because they are not holding on to something. And when I first was introduced to this concept, it was called, hold on to the helm so you don't fall off before you try to help someone else. And so my kids will say, hear me oftentimes say, sounds like you need to hold on to the helm. Another way of saying that is the airport way. I'm sure you've heard when you go on an airplane, they say, put the oxygen on yourself and then you can help your child. So with that in mind, let me give you a very solid, good way of dealing with those feelings of frustration and anger and guilt and whatever else may come with dealing with somebody who's going through depression. I like this technique, and I know you can't really see this. I'm going to put it right up to my little camera so you can see the tops of the columns and what they say. The first one is your thoughts, or what's bugging me. The second one is what you're feeling about them. And the third one is it true? Is what you're thinking over here true? And the last one is preceded hopefully by some prayer, and it's a talk back to really think about what's going on and doing a talk back. So to illustrate how that works, let's say that you're dealing with someone, and it happens to be female, who is going through depression. Then your first column, which is about what's bugging me or what are my thoughts, you might write down, she should be doing more. And the second column, what am I feeling about that? Angry, frustrated, those kinds of feelings maybe. The next one is it true that she should be doing more? Well, in this case, I wrote down a question mark because maybe it is true that she should be doing exactly what she's doing for right now. Maybe it's not time for her to be doing more. I remember a time with my husband and I when it was very difficult for him to have to continually have other people helping And one night he talked about wanting me to do more. It wasn't time yet. And we had quite an experience that night as he came to realize that the timing wasn't right. And in my book, I talk about how, although that was a very difficult experience, how it became part of my healing. The last column is the talk back. And as I mentioned, for me, it's most helpful to stop and have a prayer, to really seek to understand how the Lord would have me feel about this individual. And on this example, I wrote down, it's true that she isn't progressing like I think she should, but maybe she needs more prayers. Maybe she needs a different medication. Maybe she needs to go to therapy. Maybe I just need to listen to where she's coming from. Maybe I need to help her look at the progress that she has made instead of helping her feel like she should do this or she should do that. And with that in mind, I wanted to share with you some of the ideas from this book. Some of the positive things that happen that help is to be able to say, I love you no matter what, or what can I do to help, or take your time, you'll get through this. Encouraging things like that. And also, it was really helpful to just go for a walk. Really helpful when my husband said, let's just get out. Not socially. Also, it was helpful to not have a lot of decisions put in front of me, because decisions are very difficult when you're going through depression. Also, something that was helpful to me was to have things audible instead of reading. It was difficult for me to concentrate. So book on tapes or CDs, things like that can be helpful. The things that were not helpful to me was whenever I felt like she should do this or should do that. Although there was a time that my husband said, not in a should way, but he helped me realize that I needed to reevaluate what I could do. That's why prayer is so important. I also, on that last depression, became aware of 12-step support groups. That was very helpful. There are things that help, and there are things that hurt. Let me just read to you the bottom line. The bottom line is that those who were most helpful were those who continued to make me feel valued and allowed me to heal at my own pace, that validated my belief that someday I would get better and someday everything would make sense. I am so thankful for those who supported me as I went through my depression. I'm thankful for you who you're taking the time to listen to this. That shows that you care. I am thankful for prayer. I am thankful today to be able to smile and to breathe. And please have faith that that day can and will come as you learn to help and understand those, your loved ones, who are going through depression. Thank you. This is Patricia Potts, and I welcome you to my website, which has a lot more help, PATRICIA.POTTS, POTTS.com. Thank you.